Hi, my name is Janice Moon. I'm the team lead for the Denials Management program here at Franciscan, and this is the second video in a series of 4 discussing the role of the Denials RN. As you can see in the previous video, denials can be overturned by the Denials RN or utilizing the peer-to-peer process that the physician is involved in. Today we're going to go into detail on that peer-to-peer process. So there are several steps that you'll want to go through to get ready for a peer-to-peer. The first is to check with the payer and find out what their timeout dates are. So a timeout date is what is the window of time that I have to complete this peer-to-peer. For most payers it is 3 to 5 business days. They are very strict on that, so you want to make sure that you can get your peer-to-peer completed before the timeout window expires. Next, you want to locate a physician who is willing to do this peer-to-peer for you. Typically, that is the attending physician, the physician who actually took care of the patient. If they have rounded off, you will want to pursue, send a request to the chief hospitalist, or if you have a peer-to-peer champion who enjoys doing peer-to-peers, likes the challenge, you can contact them, or you can contact a physician advisor if you have one locally that can do this peer-to-peer for you. So next, you're going to want to set up the appointment with the payer. Almost all payers have a peer-to-peer appointment line that you call to set up the peer-to-peer. They may have their own option of 24 hours to call you back when you leave that message. So you want to really check those timeout dates and make sure you get your request in before that 24 hours has expired, so that your timeout, your peer-to-peer doesn't expire before you get a call back from the payer to get this peer-to-peer set up. Next, after you have the appointment made, you want to gather your information and create a peer-to-peer packet that you're going to give to the provider, which is going to help them with this peer-to-peer. So I have here the 4 basic ingredients of the peer-to-peer packet. I don't expect you to be able to see this, it's just up here for reference. First, there is the request form. This is a summary of everything that you have learned about this patient in doing your clinical review. So this is all the patient identifiers and reference numbers from the payer. It's a summary of how this patient meets inpatient criteria, either through medical necessity, which is the severity of illness and the intensity of service, and or through the MCG guideline that you used to review this patient. This information is in detail here. This is a clinical findings report that lays out day by day, just as I said, the intensity of service and severity of illness for that patient, and it gives you a really nice guide to use with your MCG to be able to really show that this patient met inpatient criteria. We highly recommend that you take the MCG guideline that you used to determine inpatient and copy it and write on it exactly how they met and send this with the packet. The hospitalists are not that familiar with MCG guidelines, and this will really help them argue their case with the payer. Also, it's really nice to be able to send to your provider a tip sheet on how to do a peer-to-peer. This was written by one of our physician advisors that we're in contact with. You may be able to contact your local physician advisor. They may be able to give you a tip sheet that can be shared with hospitalists on how to complete a peer-to-peer successfully. After you've made this packet and you've gotten it to your hospitalist and you've confirmed that they are going to be ready for their peer-to-peer and the peer-to-peer is completed, follow up with that hospitalist to find out how it went. If you're not able to locate them, you can often call the payer after a couple of days. They will have that information available to you. They can tell you if the denial was overturned or not. If it is overturned, we recommend that you send your hospitalist a thank you card, and we also recommend that you document your results. Thank you. Peer-to-peers are a very effective tool in getting denials overturned. They are offered by almost all payers and should be taken advantage of whenever possible. please see the third video in this series about how to track your results and document your successes. Thank you very much. If you have any need for any more information, please contact the Denials team at Tacoma, Washington.